Somewhere in the middle of Lebanon's most photographed shopping mall, 6 floors of fans pressed against glass railings to watch Dilraba Dilmurat glide across a stage in a gown slit to the waist, and not one member of her styling team had packed a spare scarf. That's the detail almost nobody flagged in the flood of edit-free photos and slow-motion spin videos from July 5. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and we go past the highlight reel. On the surface, this was a straightforward flagship moment, Dilraba marking 10 years as the face of her longtime jewelry and lifestyle partner brand, dressed in a custom AADNEVIK Fall, Winter 2026 piece, ice blue tulle, a V neckline that runs all the way to the waistline, held together only by dimensional draping at the hip. Stylist Minute Tasha paired it with a bow headband, a matching tiara, foam J jewelry in the same cool palette, and glitter detailing on her fingertips. Makeup by Liu Xinyu, hair by Fang Ku, styled into loose princess curls. Fans nicknamed her the Ice Princess, then the Cinderella Princess. The turnout was big enough that people online joked the mall had turned into Disneyland. That's the part every recap covers. Here's the part that doesn't quite add up: a gown built with no lining, no reinforced interior panel, no failsafe against the exact kind of aerial and low-angle camera coverage this event was guaranteed to attract, 6 floors of onlookers shooting down, a stage with live broadcast cameras shooting up. For an anniversary campaign a brand had presumably planned for months, that's not a small styling detail to overlook. It's the kind of gap that shows up when nobody on a production team is assigned the job of anticipating what happens when a couture sample meets a real body in real motion, in front of a crowd that size. Because that's what happened next. Across the footage, Dilraba is visibly managing the dress in real time, a hand near the neckline, hair repositioned at the right moment, a product box, even a microphone, pressed into service as a shield, her posture tightening every time she bends or turns. None of this reads as panic. It reads as instinct, the practiced, almost invisible choreography performers use to protect themselves without breaking character or breaking the moment for the cameras. But it also means that the actual safeguard for a couture gown at a major, nationally watched brand appearance was, in the end, her own 2 hands. But there's a detail buried under all the praise and all the backlash that reframes the whole afternoon. Look at who's missing from this story. Not the actress, the people whose actual job it was to make sure this moment never became a wardrobe story in the first place. In luxury brand activations, gowns built for public stages aren't usually improvised. A dress designed for a 6-floor, multi-angle broadcast typically comes with a shadow kit, fashion tape, an interior cup or panel, a stylist standing just off camera with a wrap ready to go. People who track brand talent partnerships for a living point to a familiar pressure point here. Design and brand teams often push for the most striking silhouette available for a campaign, while talent, especially in a decade-long, high-value partnership like this one, has limited room to push back without risking the appearance of being difficult, or worse, straining a relationship that's become part of her public identity. If her team genuinely didn't build in backup, the more useful question isn't why didn't she just wear something safer. It's who signed off on a design with this much exposure risk for an event this visible, and why the standard protective playbook seems to have been skipped. That gap points to something bigger than one gown. Actresses in this exact position are routinely left to absorb the fallout of decisions made well above their own authority, a stylist's aesthetic ambition, a brand's demand for a headline-worthy look, while the commentary afterward zeroes in on their body language as if it were the actual story. It's worth naming the trap plainly: look even slightly guarded, and you're accused of being uptight about an outfit you agreed to wear; look at ease, and you're accused of inviting the exact kind of coverage the dress made possible. Either way, the real-time labor of managing the risk, physically, live, with no do-overs, falls entirely on the performer, while the team that built the risk in the first place stays completely invisible. That's also, not coincidentally, why the reaction online split so cleanly into 2 camps. One side zeroed in on the visuals, the unedited photography, the spin videos, her line about pouring everything she has into this dream, which landed as sincere and a little vulnerable. The other side zeroed in on the visible discomfort. Some blamed her management for greenlighting a design that left her without full confidence in it. Others pointed out that instinctively shielding your body mid-motion isn't shyness, it's self-protection, and that freedom to dress a certain way has to include the freedom to protect your own boundaries in the same breath. both readings, if you look closely, are responding to the same missing safeguard. They're just assigning the blame to different corners of the same industry. Zoom out and this fits a pattern that's become part of how brand marketing works across both C-ent and K-ent right now. Live, multi-floor flagship activations, the kind built for maximum foot traffic and maximum spin video virality, have become a default playbook for luxury and lifestyle brands chasing exactly this kind of organic reach. That format raises the stakes on wardrobe design in a way a controlled photo shoot never would, because there's no retake, no controlled angle, no editor quietly cropping a frame. As more brands lean into this style of activation for their biggest anniversary and flagship moments, the pressure on styling teams to actually engineer for that exposure, not just for the flattering hero shot, is only going to grow. There's also a reason a much older story resurfaced this same week instead of staying buried. Dilraba has a new drama on the way, and so does an actor she's been publicly linked to for years, despite repeated denials from both camps and a defamation ruling last year against a related rumor about a secret marriage. That older rumor cycle flared up again right on cue, reportedly traced through a paparazzi's colleague citing an unnamed on-set assistant, a chain of second-hand claims with no verified citing behind it anywhere, and one that directly contradicts that same photographer's own earlier public statements calling the relationship staged. None of that is proof of coordination between the two stories. But industry watchers will point out that older, unresolved storylines have a habit of resurfacing right around release windows for the people involved, which says less about anyone's private life and more about how promotional calendars create fertile ground for recycled speculation. Worth flagging as a pattern. Not worth treating as confirmation of anything. Which brings the wardrobe story back into focus, with its full weight. The absence of a backup plan at an event this visible was never really about one dress or one afternoon. It's a small, very literal illustration of a much larger imbalance in this industry, female talent absorbing physical and reputational risk that production and styling teams are supposed to design out months in advance, while audiences treat the visible evidence of that risk, a hand near a neckline, a tense shoulder, as content to debate rather than a gap that needs fixing. If anything actually changes because of this event, it probably won't be the dress. It'll be whether stylists and brand teams start treating "what does this look like from 6 floors up, live, with no retakes" as a design requirement instead of an afterthought. None of this makes the 10-year partnership less real, or the turnout less genuine. By every account, the fan response was overwhelming and the sentiment behind it sincere. But the distance between how spectacular this event looked and how exposed it quietly left her is exactly where the industry still has homework to do. If you like entertainment coverage that goes past the highlight reel, the kind that catches the quiet detail most recaps skip entirely, that's exactly what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just headlines.